Hi, I'm Charles, and today we're going to talk about drop D tuning. This is the first in a new series I'm working on with alternate tunings called the Alternate Tuning Playbook. So first, drop D. What is it? We got 6 strings on a guitar still. Only thing that you change from standard tuning is you drop down the D chord, or E string to D. And so you wind up with E, A, D, G, B, E. And what that means is now when you play a D chord, you can strum all the strings. And you have this very beautiful resonant chord with a nice deep bass. Another thing this means is that your power chords now are just holding down the top or bottom 3 strings on a guitar, essentially. So for a G power chord, you wind up with 5th, 5th, 5th fret on the D, A, and D string. So what's really cool about this, there's a couple really cool things actually. One is from this G chord now, you can really get a nice shuffle going. And what getting that shuffle going means is you're just adding on the 7th fret here. And you can also do the same thing on the D string as well. It turns it into a suspended second. So there's a bunch of different things you could do here. There's also where you could just go chromatically on the A string as well. Feels very bluesy. This is one of the big reasons I think people wind up gravitating towards drop D tuning, especially in like some faster types of music, is you can just have those bars there. Another cool thing is because you're playing in D a lot of the time, honestly, or D minor, you're going to have G chords. And with the G chord, I showed you that power chord, but now what's on top is G, B, and E. Now E is a 6th, so you're winding up with a G6 essentially here. But not a bad chord. And if you just miss that high E string, you can get just a little bit more of a full G chord there. So that's the really cool part about being able to use those power chords. And so in addition to that, we have the D chord. And with that D chord now having D here, an A here, and a D here, it opens up some additional possibilities for bass notes and rhythms and patterns and things. So one of my favorites is you can just grab that 2nd fret and that's your E now. So it suspends a second, but it just changes that bass line. And then if you do it on the A string, it turns it into a B, which is a 6th. And then I've also seen some other folks, Jeff Wee from Wilco does this on Airline to Heaven, where he'll play a drop D and he'll go on the D string here, so it creates a walking bass effect. And I suppose you could do that on the lowest string too. Now, one more thing about drop D and some of these types of tunings is you can use your thumb to grab the top note. Now, grabbing the top notes, those bass notes can be really nice to grab with your thumb if you're wanting to do that for any reason. Another cool one that I've used lately is you can go from this D. Now, this implies D minor because this is an F. And F is the minor 3rd for D. So you can switch it up into D minor here too. very effectively and very easily. So with drop D, these are just a couple of different things you can do. I think it works really well in a lot of different styles. I like it flat picking, but it sounds really nice finger pick too. So there's a lot of different things you can do with drop D. One more thing you can do with drop D is capo up. So D is a common guitar key, but so is E. Capo 2, now you're playing in drop E. And one way you can do drop D without retuning your guitar, they sell capos that have a section missing, or if you go from the bottom and you're in standard tuning, you just miss that D, that bottom note, and that turns it into drop E tuning if you're in standard tuning. I don't generally do that just because I find that it works better if I don't, honestly. Then I got to retune the guitar a little bit more. So drop E is a pretty good one to play with. 5th fret's cool. I haven't played with it this much, but it's essentially drop G tuning. It's pretty cool. One of my favorite keys is G minor. I'm really liking this drop G. You might have to retune a little bit. This capo is not my best capo. And that is drop G tuning now. So there's all kinds of different things you could play with drop D tuning. I love drop D, and if I get in a little bit of a rut, or I'm just trying to like figure out how am I going to move some bass lines around, since it's so easy to go, or something like that, that's something that I'll do in drop D as well. So thank you so much for listening. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. Feel free to like, subscribe, and if you wanted to get more in depth, just let me know as well. I am available for private lessons too. So thanks for tuning in. I'm going to play you out here.